Go Jackets.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to WreckTalk video number dose for today. Vegas has got me a little fired up. They set out the win-loss total last week, and we need to talk about it and look at the schedule, see how accurate I think they might be. Before we get into that, we're dangerously close now to 1,000 subscribers, which gets the channel monetized. We're at 981, so we just need 19 more subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. There's some things I'm going to do once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Also, we have merch available for sale. Check out the description. And we got the Georgia Tech live show coming up Sunday with C-Dog and I. And I haven't talked to 247 reporter Benjamin London, but I'm going to see if he wants to come on as well. There's a lot to talk about. So if you haven't seen, Vegas has put the win-loss total at 4.5. I believe DraftKings has us at 4, which just seems low to me. If I was going... if it was set at 5, that would make more sense to me. I kind of feel like we don't win any less than 5 games, but that's why I wanted to pull up the schedule. So let's look at, guaranteed wins, which is tough to say as a Jacket right now, but Jeff Collins is gone. So if we lose to South Carolina State, I mean, we got humongous issues. But we definitely beat South Carolina State, and we definitely beat, I think, Bowling Green. I mean, both those games are in Atlanta. Anyways, now, to get to 4 wins, I think we also beat, Syracuse and Virginia, or Virginia, Boston College. Or really, I guess it would make more sense, Syracuse, Boston College. All of those are at home. I think we beat Boston College and Syracuse. That gets us to 4. Now, what Vegas is saying is that we find a way to lose, every 50-50 game or every, I guess, equally yoked matchup. So going at it the other way, you would think UGA and Clemson are losses. The talent gap there is pretty stark now. But you're telling me we lose to Louisville, Ole Miss, Wake, Miami, North Carolina as well. We don't find a way to win any of those games. And you're saying between Boston College, Virginia, and Syracuse, we find a way to lose one of those games. And I don't see that happening. I could see that definitely happening if Jeff Collins was still here. But look at all of the changes on staff that we've made. Set Brent Key aside. There's, people outside the Tech community are definitely not high on Brent Key. He's a first-year head coach. I get it. Although I'm very high on Brent Key. But we bring in Buster Faulkner, which, in my opinion, might be the second best OC hire in the country behind Riley at Clemson. I think this is a guy, I know we don't want to talk about it, but that's had a lot of success at a program just north of Tech. Really developed a guy in Stetson Bennett to really beyond what his, I think, potential should have allowed him to be. And we're bringing in pieces we need from that Georgia National Championship team and Brett Seether and Dominique Blaylock. Check out that video we put out a few minutes ago. Along with that, we landed a big quarterback transfer in Haynes King. a guy that hasn't lived up to his potential, but definitely has the potential to be a big name quarterback. And if not, we have Zach Pyron, who's already shown that he can play, on top of bringing in two linebackers that have the potential to replace Ely and Thomas and Braylon Oliver and Andre White. We also, look at the wide receiver when we bring in Chase Lane. We have Christian Leary. We have Malik Rutherford. We have the Boyd kid, the Avery kid, like Eric Singleton Jr., track star, and just landed Dominique Blaylock. We're bringing in, some talent. We're definitely a better team. This is what's crazy to me. We're definitely, in my opinion, a better team than we were last year on paper, with all the staff changes, with all the transfers, with the kids we were able to bring in this recruiting class. And you're telling me we're going to do worse than we did last year when we won 5 games. I don't see how that's possible. Last year, in one of the most tumultuous situations, you just fire a head coach. There's all this uncertainty. You're able to get a win on the road against Pitt, come back home and beat a very good Duke team, go on the road and beat Virginia Tech, go on the road and beat North Carolina last year. In my opinion, we're a better team than we were last year, and you're telling me we lose all those games. Now, I know we don't play all those teams this year, but you see what I'm saying. All the games like that we lose, and we find a way to lose another game on top of that. I just don't see it. So let me kind of go worst case scenario. Let's say we drop Louisville, we beat South Carolina State. Let's say we drop Ole Miss. Let's say we have a horrible start and drop Wake Forest. We beat Bowling Green. Miami is in an interesting situation. Let's skip that one. We beat Boston College. I'm never going to say we're not beating North Carolina. We absolutely own North Carolina, and we got them at home this year. But we'll skip that one too for now. I say we beat Virginia. We beat Syracuse. That's 5 games right there, assuming we lose all these. We lose to Miami, say we even lose to North Carolina, we lose to Ole Miss, we lose to Louisville. Louisville's got a first-year head coach too. This is basically a home game for us to open up the year. I just don't see it. Now, that being said, this is exactly what I want the perception of Tech to be nationally right now. For whatever reason, Georgia Tech does the best when no one thinks very much of us. When expectations are the lowest, Tech generally rises to be the best that they can be. So I think I gave my prediction multiple times now on the way too early prediction. If I was Vegas, I definitely would have set the over-under at 5, maybe even 5.5. But I do think we find a way to beat Louisville. So 1, 2, we beat it. SC State. It's hard to say we go on the road and beat Ole Miss. Wake is gonna they're down their quarterback. They're such a different team this year. Let's say we go on the road and get a win there. We beat Bowling Green. Let's say we stumble and lose against Miami. We come back and beat Boston College. Let's say we stumble, get North Carolina. We beat Virginia. That already gets us bowl eligible right there. That's 6 wins. And then if we can beat Syracuse, that's 7 wins. Here's what I can tell you. We're not winning just 4 or 5 games. That's what I do know. But let me know what you think, whether you're a Tech fan or not. I know there are people that aren't Tech fans that watch the channel, and I welcome it. That's awesome. I love college football. Tell me what you think. Am I out to lunch and thinking Vegas is a little off and putting the over-under win total at 4 and 4.5? Tell me in the comments section. And again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Help me get to 1,000. And if you want some merch, go check that out. Y'all have a good one.